folks have been saying that playing it in portable mode with the Joy-Cons attached to it is definitely a good experience. So.
But yeah, I have the same thing. Like the theme was saying too, was that how would you play Street? You can't play Street Fighter like this.
Yeah,
you have a Street Fighter game coming out. The Street Fighter 2, what was it? The Missing Warriors or whatever it was. The Last Warriors
or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's no.
You'd have to get yourself a Pro Controller for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because there's no way a real D-pad on it.
Wait, but that is specifically made for what Nintendo is going to do with Nintendo games.
And strangely,
although it is possible to sit there and play off of the using the Joy-Con if you're using a Super Nintendo style setup for the buttons. Right.
Yeah.
And also here's the thing.
But wait, there are triggers on that thing?
Yes.
Yes. When he disconnects it, there's an L and R button right there on the.
Right here at the top. See them?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're small, but they're there. That one right there.
But they're there. See, I mean, playing Street Fighter on this thing was all impossible.
Yeah. It doesn't have enough face buttons.
Right. And that's why I know Street Fighters came on this thing, as far as I know.
The thing is with this, it has a surprisingly weight to it. It has surprise weight to it. I've actually, now that I got them connected, it has some weight to it. I mean, which I find very interesting.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is that people are like, oh, this underpowered piece of shit is going to be $299, and it's like it weighs less than 3 pounds altogether. And it has its own fucking power supply and everything else. It's like,
well, in actuality, this is an S7. It weighs the same as an S7 does. I'm just saying.
No.
I mean, there is no weight difference.
And everything is more compact because the actual game is a fucking cartridge.
Yeah. Well, your cartridge is up here on this little section up here is where you put your game card in. Although I do have to admit that the cover to the game card, it doesn't have much spring back, and it seems to me like that's actually, a careless person, if they just fucking ripping that shit off, I really think this
is not made for autistic children, okay?
No, it's not.
Here's the thing about that. All right, people are like, the Joy-Cons are small. I'm gonna lose it in the washer. I'm gonna lose it in the fucking in the fucking couch. It's like, what? Are you a fucking adult? Really? All right? Because
notice one thing too, right? I think we said this in our video. I did not see one kid with a Switch in their hands throughout the whole campaign.
No.
That whole presentation thing. Yeah, I understand. But my point being is that, it's like, here's the thing. If you go out of your way, if you lose change in the fucking couch, if you lose the remote in your fucking couch, if you lose your phone in your fucking couch, is it the phone's fault or is it your fault? No, it's your fucking fault, okay? If you sit there, you lose your Joy-Cons in the fucking couch.
In his couch.
Yeah, if you lose your fucking Joy-Cons in the couch, or if they stay in your pocket and it ends up in the wash, is that Nintendo's fault? No, it's your fucking fault. All right? That is like the stupidest fucking thing in all the world. Theme. A few Christmases back, what did I give you for a present? I gave you a fucking remote control caddy.
Yes, you did.
And that thing was used the moment you fucking opened it, because you knew what it was for. And have you ever lost a remote inside of your room since then?
No. The only thing that I have done is, like, if the remote is like next to me, I looked for it for a couple of seconds and there it was. But other than that, no.
Yeah. Seriously, there's people, there are devices, there are things around your house that are created for this shit. All right? Use it. You're a fucking adult. All right? I don't expect I don't expect a Joe 5th grader to go out of his way to buy himself a fucking Switch, all right? Guess what? If Joe 5th grader goes out of his way and he buys a fucking Switch and a game and he's able to do that, God bless him. But if he goes ahead and he loses his shit and he breaks it, he's a fucking 5th grader, all right? Seriously.
Wait, but this is something I don't understand, what you just pointed out, Reverend. Grown-ups play portables as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, as far as anyone coming in with the excuse as far as losing their games on their couch or they're washing them or so on, wait, no.
Well, you know what's very interesting?
Wait. I've known a person who washed his Game Boy Advance SP, and he's like, holy shit, and he turned it on, and that shit still worked.
You know what I find very interesting is that all these fucking USB ports. I mean, there's one in here, and there's two on the side here. I mean, what is Nintendo setting up for here, man?
VR.
That's all for future use, or like they have that head-mounted display, that HMD. You know. Let me just back it up just a little bit. Whoa, you guys! Yo, hello.
Where'd you go?
Yeah, it desynced for a second there.
I was gonna say, what happened?
Here.
No, because you guys just stopped and then I got kicked out. I'm like, wait,
this is terrible, dude. I don't know who in Nintendo thought this AC adapter was a good idea. I mean, it looks like a fucking
you haven't been working with technology as of late.
This is old school
hard drive.
No, you know why? Because the thing is that the Switch requires 15 amps.
That's what I was going to say.
Power. Otherwise,
15 volts to 12 amps. I think it is.
Yeah. Otherwise, if you have that thing hooked up, if you have a regular USB-C power adapter hooked up, it drains the battery faster than what it can charge.
Well, from what I heard, but I'm wondering if it's going to work good with the superchargers for the like the Samsung phones, the ones that you could speed charge. I mean, it's the same. It's not just a voltage. It's and the amps.
Too. Yeah. The thing is that the voltage is much higher than your standard USB device, and also the amperage is much higher. So that like I said, if you have anything less, discharge the battery faster than it can be charged. So it's one of the things. But no, my whole thing was like, okay, the Joy-Cons, all right, or even back then with the fucking Wiimotes, all right, or anything else. People, oh, they're small, you're gonna lose it. It's like, bitch, you run around in a fucking device that is $700 in your goddamn pocket, all right?
Yep.
You know, you're gonna sit there, you're gonna tell me that you can't fucking take care of this?
Hey, now wait a minute. People have dropped those in toilets. People have sat and cracked on those.
And you know what I say to those motherfuckers? You went ahead, you got a hold of a $700 personal fucking digital device to handle your fucking life, to hold your fucking life, and you didn't spend $10 for a fucking case to go ahead and protect this motherfucker? Whose fault is that?
Wait a minute. You drop your phone in a toilet. Okay?
Whose fault is that?
Is
that Samsung's fault?
That's my
yes.
Look, you can sit there, you can take an iPhone 6 and even an iPhone 7 and you can bend it into the shape of a taco.
Wait.
All right.
Wait, we've been portable gaming for basically a little bit over half of our lives. If you had those portables that were just games and not cartridges or whatever, have you ever dropped any of them in a toilet, a sink? Once. A puddle.
And only once. All right, once and only once. Okay.
Yeah, I've never done so.
I never done.
I said, once and only once. All right. When it comes to like portable gaming thing, I've dropped my phone once into water. Okay. All right, and that was an older phone.
I'm talking about your portable game systems.
Once and only once. I said once and only once. All right, and yes, I had to go ahead and replace it because it was on during the time that it got dropped. All right, so I had to replace it. Okay, like I said, but it only happened once. Did I go out of my way and Did I sit there and bitch and say that it was Nintendo's fault for making it that small?
For making it that small, whatever. It's funny because when I was at Bros Games, and you got motherfuckers that are bringing in PS4s with syrup in them.
Cockroaches.
No, wait. Listen to what I just said.
I know. I heard you say
syrup in your PS4.
Why are you serving up a Grand Slam breakfast on top of your fucking PS4?
Wait a minute. Think about, okay, look at your consoles of where they are. None of them maybe are out in the open, subject to particles or food going or drinks being spilled in. So my point is, maple syrup out of all things?
No, not gonna fit.
You know what?
No, it doesn't work.
You know what, Dean? And when you put the your straps on your Joy-Cons, it actually makes them bigger, and it also make it your more.
There's a really dirty joke in all of this.
Your short, yeah, your shoulder buttons are actually more. I don't know, more refined, I guess.
You're telling me a strap-on will give you more to hold? Is that it?
Yes. I'm just saying, it is what it is. I'm just saying. Yep. Well, I mean, I don't want to throw my controller through my TV. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You know damn well that they had to make these.
Oh, yeah.
On purpose.
Oh, yeah.
That
especially doing this with that. What's that game?
No, but think about it. These were on PSPs.
This is what I call the stupidity lanyard. All right, really, this is for those folks who are just stupid enough to go ahead and throw this shit.
But no, actually, it makes the Joy-Cons a little bit bigger. I mean, not much, but like maybe.
Wait, does the Nintendo Switch come with the actual, not the dock for the fucking?
You should have the grip in there. Yeah.
The grip.
This is it right here. Yeah, I had
Go
it.
ahead, drop them in.
Here, let me.
Yeah, just drop it in and see.
With these, right? You have to.
He's got his fucking PS4 controllers right there. Go ahead and drop it in and do the size comparison.
Yeah, you have your PS4 and your Xbox One. So drop those Switch things in the dock.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Compare the size.
This too is that there's a release button on the Joy-Con that you have to press to slide that stuff off. Actually, what the hell? I can't get this off. What the heck? Man.
Hey, wait, they tried to make it as child-proof as possible then.
Holy cow, you actually got the... It's all the Force, right?
Well,
I'm not talking about the Force, but...
Hell, well, they had to make these child and fucking certain adult-proof. Wonder why?
Because some adults were throwing it through their TV.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
holy cow, man. I don't know if I'm going to put these things on this thing. It's actually not...
Hopefully. You didn't put it on backwards, did you?
No. It actually, you can't do it because it has a plus and a plus on it. Look at the top. I don't know if you can get it.
I can't see it from there, yeah.
You see it. I mean, you see it right there, though. See, it says plus, and there's a plus on the other side of it. So it's idiot proof. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you can't remove it. Just saying.
One thing about things being idiot proof is that you always find a new special kind of idiot.
Yeah, you always find the yeah. All right, so I put this bad boy on the dog.
Okay.
Right.
So
all right, here's a comparison. This is the Xbox One, obviously. So it's. I mean, it's.
Yeah, no, it's comparable. Yeah, it's comparable.
This one is PlayStation 4.
Okay.
You know what that dock should have on it? A screen.
Then it'll be a new.
It'll have a VMU in the middle.
I'm talking about like for the VMU for like.
Oh, you're talking about like yeah. Here's it's to me it looks ugly as fuck.
Doesn't matter. Wait a minute.
How does it feel?
Yeah, how does it feel?
It feels good actually. It feels like
master. Yeah. Use your master sword and tell us how it look. Wait.
All I gotta say is that the GameCube controller looked ugly as fuck, but it was one of the most functional fucking controllers in the world.
Look, this is, all right, here's a good comparison too. Here's my 3DS LL.
Okay.
And this is the dog ear. And if you look, I mean, I'm serious.
Do this. Close up the LL and compare the size of that with the Switch tablet.
Oh, it's about. I mean, it's pretty right on, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But what I find
for $300, it should include a game and a blowjob.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, in all honesty, I mean, look on the LL. There's your Joy-Cons right there. I mean,
yeah,
if you
pretty
really
much.
think about it, I mean that's. Here, let me take one of these things off and let me compare it. In all honesty, yeah. I mean, look, dude.
No, actually, sit there. And if you sit there and you compare it to the Xbox One controller, the offset joysticks and everything else, that's been around ever since the original Xbox. So
yeah. Again, this proves our point that everybody copies off of everybody. Hey, Theme, look at this. This is my 3DS, right? And look at this. This is a Joy-Con. Look. I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
I mean, that is your Joy-Cons right there.
Pretty much.
I didn't really make that.
Your Nintendo Switch is smaller than this. Okay.
I knew you were digging something up, dude.
Yeah, let's think about that. This is the standard controller for the Neo Geo. See, your Nintendo Switch is smaller than this and it's more powerful. Let's say, Reverend, what did you do?
I found my Kindle.
Oh. You can't stand it. No, look.
Okay. Oh my lord. Okay, I guess I'm sharing in the joy now. Okay.
Look at this. I mean, there we go.
Here is a Kindle Fire from around circa 2012. Okay. The Switch.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Talk about full circle.
No, here. Look at the thickness. The comparison of the thickness.
Mm-hmm. The
Yeah.
Switch is thicker.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What I was worried about is that the screen getting scratched by putting it in the dock. But in all honesty, the dock it's pretty snug. It's really snug in there.
Well, now wait, can't you get screen protectors for that thing?
Yes, and I
you can.
I need to go to Walmart and get me one.
They're probably sold out.
Oh, did you see that? Did you see that text? I could not believe that.
Depending on the package, there are certain starter kits that are sold out, and the screen protectors by themselves are sold out, at least at the place that I went. So, but thankfully, you can sit there. There are already third-party makers of the screen protectors. Like the Nintendo one that they put out is $25. Okay, but the regular third-party one that they have out is not that much.
Oh, I just felt the damn thing vibrate when it went. I turned it on. I was like, "What the hell?" I do like the interface, though, man.
Okay, all right. So remember what I said about like size comparison. Like, here's a cell phone. This is a Samsung Galaxy S4. That's the size of the Joy-Con. You know, so
I mean,
yeah. So basically, if you had your cell phone like this, that isn't very far off, you know. Or
well, I mean, look, you have this is an S7, and this is the Switch. I mean, it's not in comparison to screen wise. I mean, it's really not that much. The Switch is not that much bigger.
No, and you know, people were
by the way, a lot of people don't realize that this is actually a touch screen. That's something that Nintendo did not really promote.
Well, it's a capacitive panel, although they've already announced a game that's going to be portable mode only.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a visual novel dating sim action RPG game. That's gonna.
Is it Fortune or not Fortune?
No, it's called Voices or something like that. So, yeah, they announced that out like yesterday.
It's funny because the Nintendo Switch is basically as big as a fucking case for old games.
What I mean. It's like all the old games wrapped in one, kind of. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Genesis case. Nintendo Switch.
I can't believe I called that.
Hold on here. That's the reason why they made the case that size.
That's what I just brought up. I just did.
Wow. Because you wonder why they weren't like size of Vita game cases.
Oh, wait. Wait. Hang on, let me break out.
You're gonna get your Vita.
Let me break out the Vita while we're doing a comparison here. All right, here's the Vita. Right?
Yep.
And then here's the Nintendo Switch. I mean,
damn.
I mean, break out the PSP.
PSP is a little smaller. Yeah, he got his PSP.
Okay. Switch. PSP.
I mean, in all honesty, without the Joy-Cons, I mean, it looks just like I said, it looks just like a freaking tablet. I mean,
yeah,
this is a Galaxy 3 tablet. Or not, I'm sorry, an Apple.
It's bigger than a Switch.
Yep. And the thing is that there's a lot more horsepower in this thing than there is in any tablet that's out there right now.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So.
But see, that's what I hate, that people get so wrapped around about how powerful a fucking system is. Fuck that. Does it have good games? Oh, well, you know, like, come on, man.
But you know what? Again, I always bring up the Atari Jaguar and the 3DO. They were powerful systems for their time, but the games, you know,
you're lucky to find one good game.
Well, okay. For the 3DO, there was Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Yeah.
And for the Atari Jaguar, Tempest
was Aliens vs. Predator. Pretty much Aliens vs. Predator, and that was it.
Well, Tempest 2000 wasn't that bad.
Well, yeah, Tempest was fine also.
But our point still stands. They didn't have the games in order to freaking support and then make it great like they were supposed to be.
These are the sync. We can sync it.
Oh, I see. I saw it light up.
Yeah. Yep. They were saying that there's actually a game day one patch that you got to download because the left joystick was just
for your controllers.
Huh?
You got DLC for your controllers?
Pretty much.
It's a firmware update, pretty much.
There was your left Joy-Con was disconnecting.
And if you didn't have internet access?
Well, I mean,
it'd still be playable. Yeah, but here's the situation that they were saying that it was disconnecting. They were like, oh yeah, if you wrap the Joy-Con completely in your hand,
well, like this, it
would block it. Or if you were playing it behind your back.
Oh, one thing that we haven't touched on is here's my my Legend of Zelda Link. The
amiibo.
the left Joy-Con, there's a little button here. or what do you call it? Close proximity sensor. You put it.
I think it's actually the right Joy-Con, which has the NFC capability.
No, that has the home on it.
Okay.
And then I'm assuming, yeah. I mean, there's a spot there where you could actually.
Oh, so they are designated for right and left.
Well, yeah. I mean, because like I said, see this here at the top, how it has a minus sign.
The thing about it, no. What I'm saying is they kind of look identical. It's like you can actually like turn them up.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you could play it like that. You can play it like that.
No, I'm talking about like that. Like they look identical. Like if you turn one upside down, they'll be identical to the other.
Oh, you mean
they're not completely, but they are similar enough.
Like that?
Okay. Right.
Oh, here, let me get closer.
Yeah. So here's your left, right? Here's. But yeah, if you turn them sideways,
they're different.
And the thing.
No. There, you see how the actual joystick is on one side and the
similar, but they are different things.
And the thing too is it's natural. I mean, you know just by holding your hand which one's your right and which one's your left.
That's Nintendo for you.
It's just where the thumb. I mean, you know instantly which one's your left and right.
Yeah, I'm still gonna stick with this.
I don't blame you.
And yeah, this is a Super Famicom controller. Damn it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean.
Oh well,
Well, you and I actually were over in Japan during the launch of not launch, but when you could actually buy the Super Famicom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a Famicom controller back here someplace, but
Super Famicom?
I believe so. I know I have one back here.
But it's funny how people complain about the Nintendo Mini of the controller cords being short.
Oh, you know what?
But the funniest thing about it is the Super Famicom controller was short.
Well, yeah, it's because it's made for a Japanese household.
Exactly.
Look at this. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, the NES and this was a lot similar.
Well, for comparison.
Yeah. I mean, so these people that are complaining it's too small is ridiculous.
Wait. Again, play the games. For any people that may be complaining, play the fucking games and then make your judgment. Because that's what it's going to come down to.
Absolutely.
Oh, lordy.
I do like how you said that, you know, in one of the videos saying that we have like 90 years of gaming experience.
Because we do.
Combined. Yeah, between all of us combined.
Actually, if you really think about it.
It's over 100 now.
Over 100, yeah.
I mean, I turn 39 next week.
I turned 40 in May.
I turned 41 in April.
There's 80 plus 30 is what?
Well, I mean, for close to 37 of those years I've been gaming.
Yep. Yeah. No,
since I was 2 years old, so
you were
I mean, if
30, 60, 90, you need to count 40, 80, and 120.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, it's just I was being conservative in the fact that it's like, okay, a lot of people I knew what video games were as early as me like going to preschool, which was like 5 years old. Okay. But I didn't actually get to be able to play them on a regular basis until much, much later. Okay. In fact, I didn't actually get to play games as an avid gamer until after I graduated high school. Okay. A lot of people will sit there and say, oh yeah, my parents went out of their way and they bought me my systems. You know, I received a Super Nintendo from Santa and stuff like that, or other such things. Right. But the truth of the matter is, like I said before, my parents, they went ahead, they got us an Atari 2600 and they saw us go gaga over it. They did not like it. Okay. Like I said, the Atari 2600 that we first had, my dad went ahead, he took it and he smashed it on the floor in front of us, all right? We still got that son of a bitch working. It took some needle-nose pliers and some fucking duct tape, but we got it working and we were still able to play that fucking thing. But, you know, I mean, that's a lot of empty case.
That's it. There's no paper. You saw me just pull that off, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of empty case.
That is it. No book, no nothing. And the game is just like everybody was saying, it's an SD card. Now I'm gonna do something that I don't ever.
Wait. Comparison.
No, you better not lick that motherfucker. No, do not. No, fucking.
Compare that to a DS game or a 3DS game.
I got to get my hang on. Actually, it would work better for a Vita.
Really?
Yep. All right.
Well, shit.
Here is the 3DS DS game, and here is the Breath of the Wild.
So, wow.
And then on top of that, let's compare that with. Actually, you know what? That's exactly what. Look, oh my God! Look at this.
The Vita.
It is a Vita game.
It's on par with the Vita.
Look. It is on par with the Vita. I mean, it is. I cannot believe that. Actually, the Vita is yeah. I mean,
what is the Vita a little bigger or smaller?
The Vita actually the Switch is actually a little bigger. See here, look. Whoop, I'm sorry. Look.
Okay.
This is the Vita.
Mm-hmm. And Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. And then, I mean, the back is pretty similar. Well, it's not, it's not getting into it.
But I see the gist of it.
Yeah. That was an excellent idea. I didn't even think about doing that. I mean, it's on par with the Vita disc.
Okay. To do other comparisons.
I don't see anybody on YouTube doing these comparisons like we are now. I mean, I don't think nobody's been into, just really went into
Well,
that.
people were more interested in it. Well, many people probably don't even have the old shit that we're pulling out.
Okay. So, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Yep.
Game Boy Color game. Which is the same size as the Game Boy, original Game Boy game. So,
Yep.
So, all right.
And those are smaller than Game Gear games.
Yep.
Or Atari Lynx games, or
That's
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Game Boy Advance game.
Yep.
All right.
wow, Double Dragon Advance.
And you already showed off a DS game, did you? Or just a Vita game?
DS and the 3DS. I mean, the 3DS is a little bigger, I guess.
It's the same. It's about the same size as a.
Yeah. And I showed off a Vita.
3DS.
Yeah. This is a Triforce Heroes. So comparable.
Wow.
Yeah. See, this is one of the reasons why I said that. You see the number of pins back there?
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the reasons why when I saw
Definitely
the
not.
intro video, definitely not backwards compatible.
Absolutely not. But what really disturbs me, that bothers me actually, is that, see, in here, they have these little pieces here. It looks like there was some paperwork in there. I mean, that's so weird. They usually have some kind of Nintendo brand.
Yeah.
There. But that's it. I opened this up and that was it. I was like, are you serious?
Yeah, what people may not see is that there are these little clips right here.
That's what I was pointing out. These little.
I think. Okay, so this is an insert from like the DS. Yeah, it's something to hold like inserts for later.
Or later, what do you do? Download it on the.
No,
maybe it was for the fucking DLC.
No, the instruction booklet right now is probably on the cartridge. It's probably a digital instruction booklet on the cartridge, like they do with a lot of virtual console games and things like that. So I'm not so surprised on that.
Here's another comparison: a PSP versus the Vita case. Or I'm sorry, the Switch. Right, and then here is the Vita And the
I thought that there were going to be like a Vita size box.
This side?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, see, there's a big, huge difference actually.
Yeah, it's closer to the PSP case.
When I first saw the cases, I thought they were going to be more like this, the PSP. I mean, it pretty much is. I mean, in all honesty, the PSP is a little bigger.
Yet the Wii U case is big.
No, Wii U case is actually, it's the same size as it's a standard DVD size case, which is fine.
No, that's what I mean. Breath of the Wild is on that too, so.
I mean, here's the thing about like this thing. It's like its own specific form factor and size. That means when you get like racks and things like that, you have to get one specifically for this, which is bullshit. All right.
Here's a PlayStation 2 versus.
And now wait a minute. That's like PlayStation 4 and Xbox One fucking games were smaller than like the 360.
But they're standard Blu-ray disc case sizes. All right.
Yeah, this will fit. This is like a DVD. This is like your Blu-ray player.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, here's the thing the reason why I complain is that look, this is one size, and here's the Vita case, right? Yeah. Which is the closest in width. Okay. But there isn't anything specifically for the Vita. Okay. Now, this is your CD case. There isn't anything specifically for a CD. All right. So you can't sit there and use a CD case for this. You can, but it's going to be really big, you know?
Even your standard towers that you could put DVDs and stuff in, this wouldn't fit. I mean, it would fit, but it would fall out. So I did see online that they actually got a holder like the Vita.
Why didn't they just make them the same size as the fucking DS or the 3DS case?
I don't know.
Because they want to market like storage fucking cases and racks for them. So
I got a question: are all the Switch games are going to have this red label on it, or is it just specifically for Zelda?
You know what? I think, knowing first-party companies, this is probably what they're going to stick to at first, and then they're going to change the design, at least for the spines, a little bit later.
It's funny because I remember like the Super Famicom games weren't labeled.
No. So I mean, this is kind of, I don't know what I think about the dock. I mean, because it will go good up there against my TV, you know. But I mean, it's not like a VCR, like a fucking Xbox One, or it's not as big as a PlayStation 4 that looks like a fucking, I don't know, but like a stacked hamburger or something that's sliding off. But I mean, this doesn't take up much space, you know, and then like the wires and stuff neatly fits in here, you know, and it'll obviously come out the side after you know what I mean. But I've heard that people have to go behind their TV to, like, if you're gonna put this in portable mode, I mean, you can just pull it off of the dock, right?
Yeah, no, what they're complaining about is the fact that the only really good dependable charger that's out there right now is the one that comes with that. All right, that if you have it set up on the dock and you're actually taking it out to go, then you have to sit there and reach behind and bring that out. But that's also the reason why they sell an extra one for like $20 or something like that.
I mean, in all honesty, this is really a portable. I mean, it is. It's a portable console because you can just walk up there to your gaming system, or, you know.
I was just about to ask. You guys got Nomads or Game Gears to compare it to?
Well, no.
No.
Talk about battery life?
No, I'm talking about the size.
Oh, the size?
Nope.
I think that maybe.
It's funny because I have 2 Sega Nomads and a Game Gear that I could.
I think the Nomad is actually thicker.
Yeah, because the Nomad is bigger than the 3DS.
Yeah. I mean, it's really thin. This is a side view of it.
not quite as old as a Nomad or a Game Gear.
Wait for it. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. The big difference on this is that look at the screen real estate between the original GBA and that.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, look at all the systems that we pulled out, and look at all the controllers we pulled out. I mean, just coming off of our shelves. No, we haven't been gaming for long.
Look at most of the Nintendo shit that you guys pulled down as well.
Yeah, and that's what kills me. If anybody says that we're a fanboy of Sony or Microsoft or Nintendo, they got another thing, because we got a wide, taste of everything.
Look, I just pulled out a Neo Geo CD controller.
Yeah.
But like I was saying though, with the dock, yeah, it's kind of nice, dude. I mean, 'cause look, it's really portable. In all honesty, I mean, you could just put. I mean, there's a handle here, a little space. You could just grab it, and I mean, seriously. But the only thing is, like the Reverend was saying, you have to unplug it from. You're gonna have two.
And this has a headphone slot, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it has a headphone jack.
Oh, so it has a headphone. So it's more advanced than the iPhone 7.
Yep, right here.
Or it supports more legacy components than the iPhone 7. And it's still Bluetooth compatible, so if they release out a gaming headset for it that's wireless, it's more than capable of doing that.
And the thing too is it's loud. I turned it on, and it's actually loud. It's not.
Wait, how does a Nintendo game fare in size?
That's a little going overboard, but here it comes. What about a Super Nintendo game?
No, Super Nintendo games are small.
And then an N64 game.
No, but my point is, look at how powerful that thing is. And it just, we're comparing games to a fucking console.
The Cube versus the Switch.
Genesis. We're comparing games to a console, okay?
Here's the thing, and no matter what the naysayers say, if you're our age, having a game console this size was a wet fucking dream.
Look,
agreed.
Back in the 80s.
If this came out 20 years earlier, oh my god, dude.
See, I remember playing the Street Fighter, well, not the Capcom collection was a PSP, and I was playing Street Fighter on it, and I'm like, I would have never dreamed that I would have something at arcade quality in the palm of my fucking hand.
Yep.
I would have never had it. I never thought that would be possible.
And of course,
your consoles
comes with your standard HDMI cable.
Oh, okay.
At least they were considerate enough to do that.
Please.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all in all, I think it's a good package. I really do. I mean, these things. But one gripe that I have is that when you put these things, the straps onto your Joy-Cons, it's not easy getting them off. It's not that I didn't know how to do it. It was actually you have to actually put force into it. Otherwise, I mean, with everything else, I mean, in all honesty, if you're pulling them off of the unit, see, it's flawless, it's quick and easy. But there's a little button behind the Joy-Con where you release it, and that button doesn't work too well when you're putting on the straps. I don't know, it doesn't release it good.
Yeah.
And then you can't put these on wrong. I mean, it has a plus and a minus sign on the top. I mean, like I said, it is idiot proof. I guess. But I mean, I think all in all, man, I think I'm really going to enjoy the console. I'm definitely going to be playing this tonight. I don't know if I'm ever going to get.
Look, again, let me know how the fucking game is, because
I won't.
I mean, fucking, I'm thoroughly interested on how the game is itself.
And that's what counts most.